हेलो पागल बा ठीक है क्या करना है okay fine so in last class I think we have discussed which one wherein we have passed the input but output was not there so in today's class which one we have to discuss output should be there but input will not be there okay so how exactly we can do that forget about output no input means what in bracket we should not pass any parameters okay that part we just have to do accordingly we just have to write the program assume that I'll start somewhere from here starting with class demo 2 or demo 2 or demo 1 whatever public static void main this one forget and here what I should write calculator type C equals to new calculator yes and then here I will call C dot add okay this is not the right program I'm just writing for your understanding as of now later I'll modify it so please listen okay and then for now I'll just write this much I'll leave one more line here close this on the other side from where I should start class calculator inside this, and then here, and then I'll not print C as well. Why I'm doing this? Definitely there is a reason. Okay. So now, when I say this is a program, where exactly this program will be available? Sorry? It will be present on code segment. Yes or no? Online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this particular program will be available on code segment. But parallelly, one more question that will arise here is what? When you say code segment, that is fine, but what should be the name of this file? That I hope you guys know. I have written this program, means definitely I would have written it inside one file. I should save it. Can I save that program with my name? Navin.java, will it work? No. Then what I should save it with?
The demo2.java.
There are two classes. One is demo2, the other one is calculator. Which one I should save? Why not calculator? Even if you are having thousands of classes inside one
It's a main
particular
method,
file.
sir.
Exactly. Even if you are having 1000 classes inside one particular file, that is still allowed, provided the file name should be named with what? The class name within which main method is present. If main method is present in demo1, you should name the class as, file as demo1.java. If it is present within demo2, then you should name the file as demo2.java. If it is present within calculator, then you should name it as calculator.java. As simple as that. Here, I believe that all of you know. Okay. So now I have written this. Next what? Very first thing, that is, we'll hand over the control to main method. Whenever the control is reaching main method or any method for that matter, what should happen? Sorry? One activation record should be created. Where it should be created? वेट करना है क्या? So whenever control reaches any method, what should happen? Here, excuse me, hello. Not there, I am here. What should happen? Someone's mic is on unmute. Please check. So think and answer, what should happen then? Exactly, one activation record should be created here. Assume that this is your which segment? This is your nothing but stack segment, and here will be your activation record of what? Main method. What will be present inside this? It is nothing but a copy of same main method. If it is activation record of main method, then it will be copy of main method. If it is activation record of add method, then it will be copy of add method. As simple as yeah. So next what? It will check who is on top of the stack. Okay, if activation record of main is on top of the stack, then the control will pass inside main method and it will see equal to operator, because of which it will go on right side, new keyword, because of which. What will happen? One object will be created, one address will be assigned. Next, what? New keyword is done. Next, it will go to class name. Is that class available? Yes. If it is available, it will check, is there any instance variables within that? Is it there? Okay. If there is any instance variables, next what? It will try to create, it will try to allocate the memory for that, as well as it will initialize. First time, whenever you are assigning the value, you cannot call it as assignment. First time. Okay, if there is one container for that, if you are first time putting 1 liter of water, that is not assignment, rather you can tell it as initialization. Okay, second time if you are doing, already one time it is done, second time you are doing, which means you can call it as assignment. Okay, so now what will happen? It will allocate the memory for variable A, B, and C. Got it? Yes, no? And also it will try to default value, but I am able to hear only default values. What will happen with default values? Got it. However, those way, someone is on unmute. Prashant, you are on unmute.
Yeah, it was getting disconnected, so that's why again I requested you.
You are on unmute. Getting disconnected is fine. You are on unmute. There will be echo. Okay. Next what? Now all the work on the right side is done. So now it will come on left side. What is that? I just have to create one a reference called C. Where I should create? Inside your activation record of main method. The reason is what? This you have created inside main method. Clear? Yes, no? And next what? I have called one method as well. What is that method? I have called add method. Next, if I call add method, is there any method called add? If it is there, definitely the control will go to there. Provided this and this should match. Here, is there any parameters? No. Here also, is there any parameters? It should match, then only it will go. What is that concept all about? I'll tell you. Later it will come. Hopefully, that is nothing but method overloading. We'll discuss about that later. As of now, you assume that it is empty. There also it is empty. So it will go there. Okay. Now what should happen? God knows what you guys will say. This will be your add method. Next, it will check who is on top of the stack. Who is on top of the stack? Add methods, activation record. Next, what? It will go inside add method. Why? Because it is on top of the stack. As it is on top of the stack, it will come inside. It will try to execute this statement, because of which A's value will be assigned with 10. Now wait. Now this much is done. Sir, where is print statement, sir? Forget about print statement, forget about Java, whatever program we are writing, forget all that. Now come to real-time exam. It is something like, I am the president of one college, Azim. Okay, I am going on leave for some days. Will I keep all my work pending at go? Or will I keep all my upcoming work to go in pending? No, what should happen? I'll assign my work to someone else. Okay, and that person should take care of all those things. Yes. When he is taking care of all those things, Okay, I will give my control to him. Though I am the president, until I come back, vice president will be working as president. Yes or no? There is one more person called vice president. That vice president will be working as president. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. So now, while vice president is working as president, he will be having some decisions to take. He will take the decisions and he will perform the actions. Okay. Once I come back, what he will give me back? He will give me back the control. Yes or no? As of now, he is working as a president. Means, don't you think he is having one control which I gave? Yes or no? In a similar way, what he should give back to me? He should give back to me only the control I have given. But only that much will he give. Along with that, what are the work that he has completed when he was working as a president? What report he should give? Yes or no? Report can be of any type. How many tasks I have finished? Say suppose 30 tasks I have finished as a president. He may give that number or otherwise some data. Anything and everything he can give. Yes or no? It depends on what I am expecting as a president. Yes. In a similar way here. Now I have given the control to this method. Here, this was the president before. Now president called to vice president and given the control. What that vice president will do? He is doing some task. Once he have done that task, anyways he should leave. He should return the control back. But along with that, I need some data also. What data? I'll say, please return C. Return C means what? Only task that we have done here. What is that? We have added and stored the value of C. Now what I will be expecting? Return me the value of that C. Yes or no? I don't want anything else. Whatever is the value of C, just return me that. Okay. If you are writing return C, the variable C will not be returned. Okay. Variable will not be returned. Rather, the value inside that variable will be returned. Getting my point? Yes, no. So now, whenever you say return, forget about C or A or B. Whatever you want, you can return. In place of C, you can also return A or B. But ultimately, forget this and you observe only return statement. If I tell you to return, simply I will tell, not tell anything. I'll just tell one statement, return. What you will think? I have given you something. You are going to return me back to me. Yes or no? If it is giving first time, then I will ask give me. I will not ask return. Return means what? I have given you something. I want that back. What was given? Control was given. Now, whenever I say return, immediately the control will be returned. Now, the question that I get is below return statement. Can I write system.out.print Naveen? Will it work or not?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because system is already exiting the loop, sir.
Simple statement.
Yes, sir.
No rocket science here. You only told return. As soon as you tell return, what will be returned? What will be returned?
Value of C.
Forget C. I am not asking return C. I am just telling return. Whenever I say return, immediately the control will be returned. Basically, if you see this statement, there are two things that are getting returned. One is because of return keyword. The other one is because of variable C. Two things will be returned. What are those two things? First one, whenever you say return, again, whenever you say return, first thing that will be returned is control. Next what? Next is value of C as well. Okay, so from here immediately the control will be returned. That is true. Okay, is this much if I write, is it sufficient, sir? No. Whenever you are returning something, okay, here you should also change it. Why, sir? Anyways, yesterday I have told you, but please do understand the purpose why. Okay, why we need that? Why we need to change the output type here? Now, void means not returning anything, but what is the purpose of doing? There should be some purpose, right? After going to company, will you write a program which is of 7-8 lines? I don't think so. Minimum, if I have to speak also, it will be around somewhere around 2000, 3000, something like that. Assume that I have written a method, login. Okay. And I want to check what type of data it will return. Will I keep on scrolling up to I reach 2000 lines? Obviously, if I want to check what it is returning, if return statement is there, that statement will be at the end of that method. What I'm saying is, I have written one method called what? Void login. Assume that this is not there, just login is there. This thing they have not included. This thing is not introduced only, you assume. Now there are how many lines? 2000 lines. Sometimes lakh also you can consider. If I want to check, I want to call this method now. Okay. Now my doubt is, if I call that method, what will it give me in return? How can I check? If I want to check, I should go till last line. And I can check, is there any return statement? If there is return statement, it is of what type? Again, I should check the program. Rather than doing that, what we will do? Simply here I will write int. Means what? If you write integer here, definitely you should write return either 0 you write or 10 you write or 1 you write or some variable you write which is of type integer only. Yes or no? Or if I am returning some return 1000, then definitely the return type should be what? Integer only. So by looking at the method's first line itself, what I will understand? Three things I'll understand. One is what is the name of the method. Second one is how many parameters it expects. Third one is what is the return type. Means if I call this method, what will it give me in return? Getting my point? It is something like, I'll give that example. However, is that clear till here? Yes or no? Here, you are telling return, this is one part, C, that is another part. Yes or no? As you said return, what will happen? Immediately the control will leave this method and it will go back to same place from where it came. But at the same time, you are also returning C. Yes or no? Do you think C variable will be returned? The value present inside that variable, that is what is the value? 30 will be returned. Along with that, you are telling return C. Don't you think you should also inform the type of that? What is the type of C? Type of C if you want to identify. How can I identify? Very first time in my program, where did I use C? Is it first time? Is this first time? This is first time. Yes or no? Wherever you have used first time, just behind that your data type will be there. Getting my point? If it is a variable, for sure, wherever you have used it first time, behind that only there will be a data type. Getting? So this is your data type, nothing but your integer. So here, when you are saying return C, you should also inform that what type of data is being returned here. What is that? Integer. Getting my point? Yes or no? Okay. So next, control left. If control is leaving any method, what should happen? So in simple words, if you want to understand this concept, okay. If you go to temple, as I've already told, if you go to any temple, they will give you some fruit or some, prasad they will give. Okay, what you can do with that? Eat it. Or otherwise, store it, bring it back to home and then eat it. Yes or no? In a similar way, here also. Whenever you are calling any method, okay, and you are getting some result, one thing is, you can print it directly here itself. Okay, that is based on your requirement. Whenever you go to temple, if you are hungry, you will eat it there and then itself. If you are not hungry, you will bring it back to home. And then you will think of eating it or sharing it, whatever. Here also, if you are having a requirement wherein you have to print here itself, then you can print it. Okay. But if at all you don't want to print it, then what you can do? Return it. So that what is returned here? Control is returned. Along with control, don't you think one value is coming? Yes. Either you should accept it whenever the Pandit will be there, right, in temple. If he is giving you something, what you can do? Accept, eat it. Or store it somewhere, later you can eat it. How, sir? Whatever is coming, if you call this method, you are getting something in return, right? What I will do is either I will print it directly like this, okay, or otherwise, no, sir, I don't want to print. This is like eating it directly. Whatever I have shown, that is like eating it directly. I don't want to eat. What I should do? Store. Put one equals to whatever is coming. Store it on the left side. Integer type value. Val, I'll write. And after that, if you want to print it or if you want to use it again, whatever you want, you can do it. So previously, whatever we have discussed, according to that, if you observe, control came back. Okay, first time right hand side work was being done, control came back, and then now where it will go? Left side it will go. And what it will do, whatever value is coming, it is trying to store it. Okay, even in object creation also, don't you think it was the same thing? First it was going right side, it was doing some task and it was getting one address. If you are putting equals to and if you are writing something on left side, which means you are trying to store something there. Clear with that? Next what? However, don't you think variable creation should be done now? Till now variable has not been created. Where it will be created? Where the memory should be allocated for this var? It should be created somewhere over here. What will be stored? Again, is it a local variable or instance variable? Local variable. Why? It is present inside a class, inside a method, and we can call it as local variable. Okay. So next, after that, what I'm doing, whatever value you have stored, I'm just trying to print that. Because of it, what will happen? What will happen? What is the formula for launching the rocket? You are thinking that one only, right? But behavior is like that only, your actions, reactions. I'm asking what will happen if I execute the remaining statement. Print the value. Okay. In simple words, you will get the output as 30. As simple as that. And be careful, as it is a local variable, it will not be initialized to default value. Clear with that? And here what is happening? I'm directly printing the value. Okay. Once the control came back here, it's stored here. Does it mean after storing the program is done? No, you know that still there is one more statement. But how will your compiler know? It will check, is there any more statements after this? Is it there? Yes. If it is there, it will execute that and then it will wind it up. Okay. How it will wind up? Once this is done, it will execute this and you will get the output as 30. And then control will leave from here and it will go back to same place from where it came, that is to here. Once it left, activation record should be deleted. So if this is getting deleted, means whatever is inside that will also get deleted, means this one also got deleted. Next, not only this, even this reference also will get deleted. If this reference is getting deleted, what we call this as? That object we call it as garbage object or anonymous object. What do you mean by that? Such a simple statement, no? No definition, no concept of full statement and all with no reference. Enough? That so anonymous object is an object without any reference to it. There won't be even single reference to it. Such kind of object we call it as either anonymous or garbage object. Even if single anonymous or garbage object is there, what your garbage collector will do? It will come every 3 milliseconds once. It will scan your complete heap segment to check is there any garbage object. If it is there, take that, deallocate the memory. Clear with that? Any more doubts? Quickly. If yes, ask it now. No means within no time I'll proceed for next one. Can I proceed for next one? Online?
Yes, sir.
Yes means no doubt or doubt.
So no doubt, sir.
Great. So now, actually, I wanted to give you guys to try for input output. You guys want to try? I can give you 2 seconds of time. Sorry, 2 minutes of time. Okay. You can try for that. There is no much modifications as well. What we should do? There, if you add parameters sufficient. If you want to add parameters over there, what should happen first? Here somehow, if I want to add parameters here, from where the control is coming to here? From here. Don't you think here also some changes should be done? What should be the changes? I can only hear parameter. Where, what, got. What? Off answer, you will say off answer, you will say any mutual understanding like that. So here first we should declare some variables and then we have to call this method and pass those variables as a parameter. Does it mean that I should pass only variables? No, if you want to pass values directly, you can also pass values. Is that clear? Any doubt till now? Write it then. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Sorry? Anyways, PPT will be there, my sir. Why to write it? And again, all of you, did you fill the registration form that was shared? Why no? आज मतलब कल टाइम सही नहीं था क्या? नहीं, कल क्यों नहीं? वो पूछ रहे हैं. Because in that whatever email ID you will give, for that email ID only, all the PPTs or recordings, whatever will be shared going ahead. It will not be shared on your WhatsApp group because we can see that some unknown access they are trying to access but unable to access because we will not allow. So please do understand and try to register in that link, in that email ID only. We will try to share your whatever resources will be. Okay. Just a minute, guys. I'll be back. बोलो क्या है? क्या? एक बार वो बात करेंगे, एक बार तुम बात करोगे. भगवान जाने. Done? Not, I didn't ask you to see. I asked you to write. Is that done or not? Should I do it or you guys will be able to do it? Sorry? Online? Online, am I audible?
We will do it, sir.
Okay. What are the changes that has to be done here? Okay. Add off. Here I should pass something is what you are telling what I should pass. Which value? Directly I don't want to pass. Object ka niche here. What I should write? Int A equals to 10, B equals to 20 here. If you want directly you can pass 10 comma 20 as well, and that will get stored here. If you want to store it, here you should also write so again where these two will be allocated, memory for these two, where it will be allocated? Inside activation record of main method, which is present inside your stack segment. Don't type. I'll give time. So A comma B should be allocated inside stack segment, inside activation record of your main method. Okay, with the value 10 comma 20. Sir, here also A comma B only you are taking now, sir. Will it conflict? Will there be any problem? No. Why? These two will be present within one of the activation record. These two will be present within another activation record. So they both can never come out of it and can be accessible. Okay, can never be accessible. If you want to access it within that only you can access. Means within this method you should access this AB. Within this method you should access this AB. Okay, can I access this A here? Never, because it is a local variable. Clear with the point? Okay, next what? And this AB will be allocated here. So whenever control leaves from here, this thing will get deleted. Okay, and then this statement is not needed. Why? Here that value is coming from there, and these two values are also not needed. Accordingly, here This will not be there. This will not be there. But however, here there will be one A, B, 10, 20, A, B, 10, 20. And here, anyways, 30 will be there. Clear with that? Of course, I'm not going to print it. I'm going to return it. Return means here output will also come. If you observe this method, if you observe what you are able to see it. If you observe this method, what you will be able to see? There is input, nothing but technically we call it as parameters. There is output, technically we also call it as return type. Is that clear? Yes, no. Next what? That's it. Control will leave the add method because of which activation record got deleted. Control will reach this side calc.add and it will store the value on integer type value. And next it will try to print value and then control will leave from here also, which means main method also got deleted. Activation record of main method, which means whatever is inside also got deleted. Whenever inside things are deleted, which means that object will become anonymous or garbage object. If there is any anonymous or garbage object present in your heap segment, then within 3 milliseconds, your garbage collector will come, collect that and deallocate the memos. Clear with that? Yes, no? Any doubt in this? No? So, shall we execute it quickly? Okay. With no time, we'll quickly execute it and then we'll proceed ahead. I believe all of you have joined the session. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry. See, if you are already aware of what you should type, then I need not type it. But if I'm typing, that does not mean that you have time to chit chat or do whatever. Okay. Please do see to it once. So now, whenever I ask you to do it without any input and without any output, simple thing is that you should not pass any input and you should not put any equals to and write anything on left side. If you are writing, which means that method is returning something that you are trying to store. So you should not write that. So next what? Class calculator. Inside this integer type a comma b comma c and then void add as it is a no input a equals to 10 b equals to 20 c equals to a plus b system dot out dot println c. Close. Done. If I write this much, I believe it is done for this particular program. Okay. Are we getting that output? Okay. Next, I want to modify it for input but no output. How can I modify? Yes. Yes. Anything else? Remove the N. A and B. Where? Because the parameters name is X and Y. Okay, save this, compile it. What output we are getting? I'll be getting the output as 30. Okay, this is for which one? Input is there, but output is not there. Okay, next. I don't want to pass any input. But definitely I need an output. So see here carefully. Here I don't want to print it. Even if you want to print, you print it. But at least after printing, you should return C. Say, sir, can I print and at the same time return also, sir? Definitely yes. Okay, you will get the output on your screen here and you are returning it to your caller method. Caller method and called method. Are you able to understand? Here, who is calling whom? C dot add calling void add method. C dot add is what here? Calling method means main method. Inside main method, you are calling some other method, right? Okay. What you are calling, that does not matter. Say, I'm asking you, I am calling you. So what does it mean if I ask you, who is calling whom? What will you tell? My name, Naveen, is calling someone. Okay. Will you tell that? I mean, will you tell what name I used? No. What you will tell? Who called whom? Yes. So here also, this is just a name used for calling. Okay. But who called whom if I ask you main method? Okay. Inside main method, I'm trying to call add method. So this is your add method. So this we call it as called method. Means the method which got called. What is this? This we call it as calling method. Means the method which is calling other method. Clear? Okay. And here you can return C, but if you are returning C and without changing the return type, you check here, immediately you will get an error saying that incompatible types, unexpected return value. Getting my point? It is giving errors here. Either you should make this as void or you remove this. Sorry, you make this as int or you remove this return C. Any one you should do. But assume that I don't want to, make it as, keep it as void, I'll make it as int. So now this is done. Next what? Not audible. So from here you have written something. Yes. So it will definitely come to here. Once it comes here, next what? If you want to store, store it. If you don't want to store, you can directly print it. Okay, integer type value equals to. Do I want to print it here? My wish, no. I don't want to print because already I have printed it here itself. If you can check, I mean, I'm just trying to show you different variants. That's it. Here itself I have printed. So I don't want to print here. I just want to keep it for my future reference. Okay. So I will not print it here. Clear? Next what? This is your no input but output. But can I write anything below return C? Below return statement, can I write anything? Even if you want to write thousands of statements, none of them will work. None of them will work. Directly it will give one error. What error it will give? There should be some error that should be given, right? What error? Control not found. Huh? Unreachable statement. Or statement unreachable. Something like that it will give, if I'm not wrong. Can you see this? What does it mean? This particular statement, whatever you have written, this can never be executed. Why? Never it is. Even you run this program 1,000 times, that statement will never be executed. But why? Every time this program is getting executed, till here it will come, till line number 18. From 18th line number itself, it will return. It will never reach 19. Even you want to do 1,000 times or 100 times or 1 lakh times, it will be the same. But if I write this above return, will it work? Definitely, yes. Sorry. Clear? Any doubt? And for input output, what I should do? B equals to 20, A, comma, B, integer, X, comma, integer, Y. Okay. And I am printing it and then I'm returning, that will get stored here. Clear with this? So how many of you do remember, all the process that we have done in this? See, same thing I have repeated almost for 4 programs also. I thought 4th one I should give it to you, but unfortunately, I only have to do it. So I have finished all the 4 programs and each and everything I have repeated in all the 4. Yes or no? Of course, last one I just did it at the surface level because first 3 I have did it properly. By this time, you should be having an idea whenever control reaches a method, what will happen, leaves a method, what will happen. And if activation record is getting deleted, what will happen? And if at all, if a object becomes garbage object, what will happen? What do you mean by garbage object? What do you mean by activation record? And what do you mean by variable size segment? What do you mean by fixed size segments? Many new terms got introduced in this particular concept, I believe. And I hope all of you understood all those. Yes. Any doubt till now? Feel free, be it silly to silly doubt, but make sure that you ask it and get it clear. Any doubt so far? No. Okay. Then what is the next topic? Should I show the PPT for the same? Just like the way I have written, if you have listened to it properly, same thing is there in your PPT as well. Because I only have written this, I only have written that also. Same thing will be there. Okay. I think better than that, this will be good offline, whatever I have written on board, because proper arrow mark directions I can give. But in your PPT, if I have to put arrow mark, no, that small arrow, that I cannot put in your curved lines. That is difficult. So I have just skipped that. However, I believe all of you have understood till now. Next, what is it? What is next? Okay. What is the next concept? Sorry? I think OOPS concept, encapsulation has been started for you guys. After this, which concept was done? That is encapsulation would have started. Anything else? Okay. However, I don't want to start directly from there. I want to start with the concept of method overloading. Was that done? Here? Done? Okay. However, for FS23B, it is not done by default. I need not ask. So I should start it from there. Now, see, though it is done, if I ask you, what is method overloading? Can anyone answer? Sorry? Off answer here, off answer here. Interview also will do the same. So what you should say? Yes, that much is it sufficient? Then why? Why so? Why we will call it as virtual polymorphism? I mean to say I'm unable to hear. I didn't say that. That's it. Louder. Okay. Always one method will do one task only, right? How come one method will do two tasks? For that reason, we will call method overload. Virtual polymorphism. This is what I told you. There should be some sort of flow, or there should be some way to, answer it. Answer anyone can give. You can directly tell them. Great. Almost there. But again, I want to repeat it. Online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will start from a simple thing. Okay, please do understand. What is that, sir? Assume that I am dealing with C programming language, not C++. I'm dealing with C programming language. As of now, whatever we have written till now, forget this concept now. Before this, whatever we have done, do you remember that? In today's class, before this, what we have done? Types of methods. In that add method, we have written, right? Whenever we want to pass parameter, what parameters we were passing every time? Such a short answers you guys will give. Integer. Two parameters we were passing, and both of them were integers. I think your interviews I should attend. That will be much more better, I feel. Okay. Please try to make it specific and try to keep it clear. Okay. Don't give short answers. Please try to give full answers. However, coming back to the concept. Previously, we were creating methods. Same program will be there. Assume. As of now, I'll not write complete program. Assume that same program is there, but I want to create multiple methods. Wherein, in first one, I want to add two integers. In second one, I want to add one integer, one float. In third one, I want to add one integer and one double. Okay, like that, multiple methods I want to write. Okay, how to write it? Here. First time, I'll write, say, suppose integer. What is this? This is your output, or more or less return type we can call. Don't tell me data type. Output or return type. And here, add I will write. In your C programming language, I'm speaking. Some of you will say, sir, I don't know C programming language. Not needed. Assume that there is one language in which there is some problem. That much you understand. Okay. So add I have written, and here I will try to pass what? Integer y. Inside this. Okay. What I will say? Return type is integer. So directly I will say return x plus y you do first, and then its value you return. So return type will be obviously int and int. If you add it 5 and 5, what you will get? 10 only, which is nothing but integer. So I have written return type as integer. Now I want to write another method to add one integer and float. If I add 5 and 5.5, output will be what? Output will be what? 10.5. So much technical, float. However, here, 10.5 is nothing but what? Float. Yes. And here, can I write another method with the same name here? At least in your C programming language, not possible. It is not possible in your C programming language. I'm discussing about some problem. See, everyone knows the definition one or the other way. But what is the purpose? Why it came also you should know, right? Yes. So here, what you will do when you cannot give same number, even in your mobile number, contacts. Can you save multiple contacts with same name? What you will do? Expected answer it is here you will add 1, here you will add 2, and you will write integer type x, comma, float type y, and then what? Return x plus y. Okay. 1, 2 you have done. Next what? I want to add somewhere around int, float, and double. Okay. Or otherwise you assume float and float. So obviously output will also be float. So here this one will be have what? Add 3, float. Then here also it is okay. Visible, right? Return x plus y. Next what? I'll also try to write, one method for adding. What should be the number? Int x, float y, and double z. I'll write this. Next, inside this, what I should do? Return nothing much. I just have to do the same thing. Return x plus y plus z. Next, float only I want to consider. Add how much? 5. Float type x, float type y, float type z. Okay, inside this what? Return x plus y plus z. I'll stop it as of now because if I keep on writing, you guys will be busy somewhere else. So I don't want to do it. I'll stop it now. Now you observe and tell me, I'm here. I am here, standing here, not that. I'm here. Now you think and tell me, which is the method for adding? Here only there are 5 methods. I'm here. Here there are only 5 methods. Like this, if I write n number of methods with different parameters, now all of a sudden I want to develop a program to add, or I want to pass the parameters something like one int, float, double. What is the method name? Here I'm standing. No need to look that side. Here. What is it? If you are saying add 4, which means you have seen that side. As simple as that. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have created method somehow, but don't you think that is becoming problem now? What is the problem? You should remember the method name and its parameters. I know that add 4 is one such method which is having int, float, and double as a parameter. If I know that, then only I can call. If not, I should keep on searching where is that method. Yes or no? That is the reason way back. Okay. In your C++, in your C programming language, this problem was there. What is that? Multiple methods cannot have the same name. So whenever there is any problem in your C programming language, where you will find the solution? Quite obvious in your C++. Sir, why exactly are taking C, C++ and all, sir? We are here to learn Java. But I believe all of you know that there are some features which was already there, good features that was there in your C++ programming language. Same was imbibed here in Java. For example, it was object oriented. It was there in your C++. Same as come to your Java as well. Clear with the point? Yes, no. There was one more disadvantage in your C++ that it was not platform independent. So what they have done, it was overcome in your Java. But whatever good features were there, exception handling, it was not that strong, but it was there. So same thing has been improvised in your Java. Okay, whatever good features are there, as it is, they will take it or improvise it. If there is any disadvantage, they will try to remove that. That is nothing but your Java. Okay, so in your programming language, what was the disadvantage? You cannot have multiple methods with same name. So what exactly they have done in C++? They have made one new. They have added one new feature wherein you can have multiple methods with same name. Okay. So here, can we have like this? Yes or no? Definitely yes. Provided. Provided. Okay. I will add one more method here. Add of. See, I believe all of you already know what do you mean by method overloading. If I ask you definition, you will tell. But I just want you to understand the functionality or the working, okay, of that as well. And at the same time, even in your C++ also, that is also an object-oriented programming language. Assume that I'm writing it in C++ only here. In Java, what else will be there? There will be one class name. Yes, this much by default will be there. Yes or no? Next what? Now I want to call those methods. How can I call? So first I should create, say, the person who have created this is one. The person who is going to create main method is another. Okay, we will assume you guys have created this, I am going to create that. Or otherwise, I have created this, you guys are going to create main method. So here, I will consider what? Class. I will give the name as launch calculator. Inside this, what will be there? Inside this, next what? Definitely, I should create an object of new calculator. Now, you observe and tell me, I want to call a method for adding two integers. What I should write there? I just have to write C dot add of 10 comma 20. If you are calling this method, definitely it will return you something. If you call this method, what will happen? It will come here, it will return something. So here, what should happen? I should either store it or print it. Again, whenever you write like this, internally, how it will work? What and all it will check. That is what you should know. Yes or no? Because already most of you know, by this time you would have understood what do you mean by method overloading basically. Okay. But keeping that aside, how it works? If I ask you how it works, just tell me. That's it. Great. So here, be careful. Hopefully, hoping that you already know. I believe that you already know this, but still there is something, at least one point new would have been added or one point less would have been there. You can correct or you can learn or whatever it is. So just listen, nothing you are going to lose or gain. If you already know, you know. If you don't know, you'll definitely learn. Okay. At least a revision will be done, more or less. Okay. So whenever I give C dot add, C is a reference for what? Calculator class. Is it there? Yes. Dot means inside that. I am calling add method. First time, whenever you are giving that, whenever you are writing like this, what it will see is first it will see the method name. Okay. By looking at the method name, you observe this and tell me overall how many methods are there with the name add. How many methods will get shortlisted now? All those who are telling, sir, only one method, sir. Did I ask you based on parameters? Your compiler will check in this way. First, it will check the name. Okay. How many methods will get shortlisted? Because of only name add. How many methods are there? Overall, there are 6 methods with the same name, that is add only. But how many methods your compiler wants? You are calling one method means only one method should get invoked. It cannot call 2 methods at a time. So you need only one method at a time, but you are getting 6. So what exactly you are going to do as a programmer? You are going to reveal second aspect based on which it will decide. What is that? Number of parameters. Okay. Later it will come, but immediately it will not come. That is what I am telling you. There is a particular sequence. Okay. As soon as I reveal second aspect based on which it will decide. What is that? Number of parameters. How many parameters are there? 2. Now by looking at this, that is name should be add and there should be 2 parameters. Now how many methods will get shortlisted? 1, 2, 3 and last one, that is 4. Overall, how many methods got shortlisted? That is 4 methods that got shortlisted. Still, how many I want? Only one I want. How many I'm getting? 4, which should not happen. So again, you will reveal third parameter. What is that? Data type of parameter. Okay, simply if you say data type, which one? Output or input? So type of parameters. Okay, when you say type of parameters, then what? First one also should be integer. I mean, both should be integers. Now, how many methods will get shortlisted? Only one. Clear with the point? Yes or no? Okay. In this way, it will work. So now assume that I'll give one more here. C dot add of 10 comma. So first time, how many methods will get shortlisted? All 6, because there are, whenever I give any method call, then it will check for method name. Okay, I wanted only one, but how many are coming? 6. Still there is a conflict. So what we will do, we will reveal the parameter. Anyways, it is already given, but it will consider first name and then number of parameters. The second aspect is number of parameters. If I tell that I want 2 parameters, now how many methods will get shortlisted? All the 4 methods. I mean, except 2, which is having 3 parameters, remaining 4 will get shortlisted. But how many I want? 1. But how many I got? 4. So again, there is a conflict. So it will start accepting the third aspect based on which it will decide. That is what? Data type. Okay, what is that? Float int. First, it will consider that one. That is float and int I want, or int float I want. So now how many methods will get shortlisted? 2. Did I tell you the order of occurrence? First one should be only this one, second one only should be this one. No. I told you just int float or float int. I'm just telling you that one. So first it will check the type of parameter. In that, how many will get shortlisted? This one as well as this one. In this also, again I'm getting 2, but I wanted only 1. So at last, what it will check? Order of occurrence of data type of parameters. Means first one should only be the integer. Second one should only be the float type data. So now how many will get shortlisted? That is 1. Getting my point? And if I want to pass int, float and double, c dot add of 10 comma 10.5 f comma 10.5. Got it? So now which method, I mean, the process that's being followed is same. Okay. So, however, which method will get called if you ask me? This particular add method. So for this one, if I call, what is the method name? Add. For this one, add. But previously I have written in your C programming language, we have written, right? What was the method name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Yes. Assume that still it is there. This one is not there. Still that programs are there. Okay. Now this person means I am coding this one. This was coded by you people. Okay. So now I want to call one method for adding 2 integers. Then what is the method name? Search the whole set of methods. Then I will get to know add one. If I want to add one integer, float and double, search the whole set of methods. Then I'll get to know it is add 4. Okay, just now we have written and now itself we are getting confused. It is just fraction of minutes, I believe. Yes. So that was difficult. That is the reason in your C++ they have developed one feature, that is multiple methods can have same name. But method overloading just does not mean that multiple methods having same name. Okay. What should be the definition? Method overloading is nothing but a process of multiple methods having same name. You can have same name. Here itself we have same number of parameters also. If you can observe, we are having same number of parameters as well. Yes, 4 methods are having 2 parameters, 2 methods are having 3 parameters. Yes, so method overloading is a process of first statement. Multiple methods having same name, same number of parameters, same this one and this one, same type of parameters also. Okay, same type of parameters also you can have. This is allowed, right? Here int, float, float int. Type of parameters are same. But however, at least order of occurrence of type of parameter should be different. No, sir, I'll keep that also same. Means here already int float I have considered. Again, I'll consider int float, sir. Will it work? It will never work. Clear with the point or not? So if I have to repeat it again, I'm repeating. You cannot have int float in 2 methods. Getting my point? It will give an error. Compile time error it will give. Getting my point? So just to repeat, what do you mean by method overloading? Method overloading is a process of very first statement. What you should make it? Here, what did you understand? I can have same method names also, same number of parameters also, same type of parameters. This is one exceptional case which you guys will usually leave it. Okay, this one and this one. Okay. Okay, method overloading is a process of multiple methods. First thing, having same name, same number of parameters, same type of parameters, but however, the order of occurrence of type of parameters should be different. Can we keep that also same? Never. Okay. And when I asked, most of you told that we will call this particular thing as what? We will call this particular thing as what? Virtual means what? Same thing would have been told already, I know that. So, however, you would have heard of virtual reality. You will wear that virtual reality glasses, VR glasses, and you will try to see that some 3D movies. So, what you will feel? You will feel that it is somewhere around you only. It is happening around you only. But is it true? No, but you will feel that. Yes or no? That is the reason we will call it as virtual reality. Okay. So here, polymorphism means what? One is to many. M stands for many. I don't want to write. Hopefully, same thing would have been conveyed to you, some of you as well. But however, that part is fine. Why they have given virtual reality or sorry, virtual polymorphism? Why they have given this name here? Why they have given that name? Single method, multiple names. Single method is not there, right? Answer you are giving, but can you strongly justify on that? I feel like you yourself are getting confused or you are not able to justify on what you are saying. I think answer somehow it is right, but how strongly you will justify that? That makes interviewer to get a good opinion. Okay, you should strongly justify it. Strongly. Whether it is right or wrong, don't do it. But normally, if you get a chance, if you are saying something already said, at any cost, don't step back. Because if you step back, you're not clear. Okay. However, getting back to the topic, why they call it as virtual polymorphism, if you ask me, now I am the person who is coding this. This one is coded by someone else. In company, it is quite common. One person will not do the entire project. Some part of project that we call it as module will be coded by some person. Some other part of the project that is some other module will be coded by some other person. Can we expect one person to do everything? Quite obvious, it is impossible. Okay. So here, one new person is coding this. Okay. So now we want to check if I want to add. Okay, I will ask you people. I want to write this program. The person who have developed this is sitting beside me only. I am developing this now. If I want to add two integers, what will be the method name? What is the method name for adding two integers? Add. What is the method name for adding int, float, and double? Add. What is the method for adding two int? What is the method for adding two float? What is the method for adding two double? If it is not there also, later if I include your term, it will definitely be add only. Yes or no? So now normally the person who is sitting there and just listening to you, what he will think? For adding two integers also it is add only. For adding one int float also add only. For adding one int float double also add only. For adding two double also add only. So for whichever method we want to call it is add only. So what conclusion we will get? So just to keep one, as an example, though it is not required, though it looks like a story, I believe it is required. Okay, just assume that as of now, anyways, you are jobless. I should not say that. If you are getting offended, get offended. Okay, no worries. However, as of now, you don't have job. Your friends, some of them would have started some businesses also. Assume that someone has started one cloth factory. Something. I'm not getting anything in my mind. Assume that it is a cloth factory. Okay, one fine day, you grown up to a very good stage. You also joined some good company. You work there. You also reach one such stage wherein Saturday, Sundays you want to spend peacefully. So your friend also will come. Please come to my cloth factory. We'll go there. Okay. As soon as you go there, your friend will receive you, and he will call one person called as your Ramu. Okay, he will call Ramu, get me the chair because you came. You are his friend. Your friend will tell Ramu, get me the chair. Ramu will get the chair. You will go sit, and you are talking. You started talking. You both, you and your friend, and again your friend will say, Ramu, get me the coffee. Chair was given. Coffee will ask. And as it is a cloth factory, there might be a chances that some customers may arrive. So immediately your friend, what he will tell? Ramu, attend the customer. Customer, once you have purchased something, definitely what should be done? Billing. So what your friend will say? Ramu, go and get the billing process done. Ramu will go. And at last you want to leave. While leaving also, what your friend will say? Get the auto. Whom he will call? Again, Ramu only will call. Okay. So later, Once you get into auto, while you are traveling back to your home, your friend will call, how was your experience? How is my cloth factory? How did you feel throughout the process? And you will start scolding your friend. Why? Why? Because that poor fellow Ramu, for one person, you are overloading with so much of work. For all the work, you are calling him only. Yes or no? But later, your friend will say, please don't get angry or whatever it is. That is not the scenario. What is the scenario is while hiring itself, you have hired 5 different persons with same name. Okay. So that for getting the chair, you have already assigned one person. Or otherwise, assume that there are different people for different tasks. Which are the tasks I told? Getting the chair, getting the coffee, attend the customer, do the billing, and get the auto rickshaw. Get the auto. Okay. For doing all this process, if there are names something like Ramu, Shamu, Damu, whatever, etc., all of a sudden you want to call for Ramu. Okay, you have assigned to get the coffee and Shamu to get the chair. By mistake, if he said Shamu get the coffee, immediately he will start thinking he assigned me, hired me for getting the chair, but now he is asking me to get the coffee. I'll not work only. Just like you people, you will go to company, right? Once you go to company, they will hire you for development, but later they will assign you testing yours. What you will do? No, I don't want to work only. I'll leave this company. Some condition is some. Okay, not everyone again. Okay, you will decide that. Same way there also. Don't you think it is quite confusing to remember the names there? So what you have done while hiring itself, one condition you have put that only with the people with this name should arrive for interview, and you have hired and you have assigned one task. What task? For getting the chair, one Ramu you have assigned. For getting the coffee, one more Ramu. So for attending the customer, one more. For doing the billing, one more. For getting the auto, one more. So whenever I say Ramu attend the customer, which Ramu will go? Ramu only I'll say, but which Ramu? That Ramu who is assigned already for attending the customer, only that Ramu will go. Rest everyone will keep doing their work. Yes or no? Whenever I say Ramu get the coffee, which Ramu will come? That person who is assigned for getting the coffee only, that person will go. But initially, you as a person, forget Java here. You as a person, what you thought? Forget this complete topic only you forget. In that example, whatever I have given, in live, as of now I have given. In that, what you thought? Only one single person is doing all the tasks. But is it true in reality? No. What was actual truth? There were 5 different people for 5 different tasks, but with the same name. That is the only one special thing there. Yes or no? When you can do that, here also it is possible. When it is possible in reality, it is quite possible here also. Getting my point? So why exactly do they call this as virtual polymorphism if you ask me? The person who is coding this method here. Stop. The person who is coding this method here, what he will think normally? For adding 2 integers also, which method? Add. For 2 float, add. For 1 int double, add. For 1 int float and double, add. So person who is coding this, don't you think he will come to one conclusion that for adding any type of number, there is one single method, that is add only. Don't you think he can come to that conclusion just like the way you guys thought? Same thing it is. For adding integers, 2 integers, add. For adding 1 int float double, add. For adding 2 float, add. For adding 2 double, add. So the person who is coding only that part, what he will think? Okay, there is only one single method which is adding every type of numbers. But in actual, is it true? For each and every type of numbers, for different parameters, there are different methods that I have written. But the person who is coding that side, he will feel that no, there is only one single method which will do all the tasks. So forget this part now. Okay, what he will think? He will think that one single person or one single method is doing all the tasks. Okay, one to many means what? One single method is adding 2 integers also, 2 float also, 2 double also, 1 int float also, 1 float int also, 1 int float double also. Means one to many means one single method is doing all the task is what is thinking. But is it true? No, that is the reason false. Okay, virtual polymorphism. Okay, if you want to understand this in better way, start from this side. Start from this side means don't read it as many to one. Okay, it is means okay, fine. First you read this one and then you read this one. Means one to many he will think. But is that true? One to many is what he will think, but is that true? No, it is not true. Clear with that? It is false. That is the reason we call it as this is polymorphism. He will think. He will think that it is a polymorphism because one single method is doing all the tasks. The person who is coding this, he will think one method is doing all type of addition, all the type of numbers addition. But is it true? No. So virtual. Clear with that? So you can write this 1 and 2 also. Okay. I hope it is clear. Okay. Just to define at last again, method overloading is a process of multiple methods having same name, same number of parameters, same type of parameters, but however, the order of occurrences of type of parameters should be different. Okay, sir, it may be or may not be, you cannot say. It should be. If it is same, you will get an error. Getting my point? Yes. And if someone asks you why we call this as a virtual polymorphism, you can remember this example directly. What you can say? We also call this as virtual polymorphism or compile time polymorphism. Both you can say. As of now, if you ask me why compile time polymorphism, that I cannot tell it here because later once I read the actual polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, we call that as, there I can say that. Why? Because here in this, just to give you an idea, we need not go in depth about real-time polymorphism or polymorphism, actual polymorphism, we need not go in depth. But however, just to give you an idea, here what is happening? What is happening here? We are thinking that one single method is doing every task. But is it true? No, but there it will be true. Okay, there one single method will be doing all the tasks. Okay, because sometimes in your interviews they will ask you direct questions saying that what is the difference between virtual polymorphism and real polymorphism, or true polymorphism, or compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism, all means the same. Okay, virtual wherever it comes or compiler wherever it comes, it is nothing but method overloading is what they're asking. Okay, if real polymorphism comes or runtime polymorphism comes, that means it is actual polymorphism concept. Virtual or compiler is nothing but method overloading. Clear? Yes, no. So if they ask you why do we call this as virtual polymorphism, just as per pen and paper, don't write these many methods also, write one or two methods. Take this one and this one. Intentionally, I have taken this one and this one so that I can explain all the four aspects. Okay, this one and this one. Second and fourth, second and sixth. Okay, so what you can say and write this. Okay, the person who is coding this main method will come to a conclusion saying that one single method is doing all the tasks or adding all type of numbers, but which is actually not true in reality. Here, that is the reason we call it as polymorphism. You will think, but is it true? No, it is false. Yeah. Yes, no. Okay, and anyways, it is also there in PPT. If I have to show. Just see this here. Visible? In your C programming language, we will write like this. Okay, first time. Second time, if we try to write like this, immediately we will get an error saying that in C programming language, to add numbers, we cannot have two methods with same name. It leads to error as shown above. Okay, and then it is written as C. Okay, hence what we will do? As we cannot write multiple methods with same name, what we will do, we will try to write like this. Add 1, add 2, add 3, add 4, up to add 12 I have written. Here if I ask you all of a sudden, tell me which is the method for adding all the 3 floors. Can you tell that? You should see that is add 8 here. Okay. So what we will do, as this is a problem later in your, see this is the way. To add 2 integers, if I ask you, what is the answer you will say? Don't know. We should see the set of methods, whatever we have written. Here this one, again we should see. Here this one, again we should see. We don't know. So as we have used different names for different methods to add different types of numbers, it is difficult for a user to remember respective method name. Is it difficult to understand the statement? Simple English I have used. It should be possible for everyone to understand. And next, so in C++, if you can see here, the language got changed to C++. What is the new feature they have added? You can have how much ever methods you want with same name. Okay. However, here now, if I ask you to add 2 integers, what is the method name I have considered? In PQR 10, 20, 30, M and O 10.5, 20.5, 30.5 F, and double 10.5, 20.5, 30.5 ABC. Okay. Now I am trying to add 2 integers. What is the method? Add method, because every method's name is add only. And here, to add all 3 float numbers, what is it? Add only. Parameters you forget. Parameters are just considered. To add one int, one float, that is add only. So the person who is coding here, what you are feeling? The same particular method, one single method. One single method is doing all the task is what we will think, but it is not true. Okay. So for adding any type of numbers, the method name is add, hence the person who will code main method will think it is virtual polymorphism. Okay. And virtual polymorphism means whatever I have written, same thing. You can see the same thing has been displayed there. And here, the person who will be coding main method will come to conclusion that one single method is performing different operations, but it is not true in reality. Different methods for different operations will be present. See again, the same statement I have repeated. Does it mean that I have biated this PPT or something? If you keep repeating the same thing again and again, you know, there is no need of PPT. And hardly I'll get a time to go home and open this laptop. Okay. I'll come here, then only I'll open this laptop. Until then, I'll not even open. So please do revision again and again. So it will be easy for you to remember that, not a big deal. Okay. So is that clear till now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Online, I need a response from others as well.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I can make it even more simpler. I think this is all I can do. Okay. So next what? However, all of you came to know about method overload, right? So now my question is, that side same thing will be there, okay? Means this part will be same. This side I just want to modify few things. What is that, sir? Family problems? No, I'm just asking because you know so much of discussion. If there is any family problem, do let me know. I'll try to listen, not solve. My problems only I cannot solve. What your problem I solve. However, getting back to the topic now. Just a minute. This one, anyways, I don't want. Okay. Keeping that aside. Now, here what I will do. Uh, 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 uh. Don't think so much. There is nothing special over here. Just wait until I ask you the question. क्या चाहिए इसमें ठीक है. So here, now I am passing. I am calling one add method with one integer as a parameter and one float as a parameter. Now among these two, which one will get called? Your float is there. Your void is there. Which one? This one with return type. Why not that one? Sorry? Loudly. Okay, you are going on this. Now I understand. Now, sorry? मतलब पीछे नहीं हटना है वही है ना. So which one will get called? Online? The first one or the second one? All of you, for all of you. Blind guess it is. Anyways, don't think that they know the answer. Ultimately, they are saying wrong answer. Okay. So, however, I just want an answer now. So, which one? Wow. Blind guess I have given such an option. If I ask you why, any justification? I don't think so. There would be any justification. For all of you, method overloading was done, right? Amazing. Just amazing. You know why? Forget about what was done before. I have done it just now. I just confused you, just like that, and you got confused. Everyone. What I have done in the beginning, I just showed your float is there, your void is there. You went on that part, forgetting that it is not even following the basic rules of method overloading. What is the basic rules of method overloading? Wow, such a short answer. Done. Method overloading means what? First you tell me. That is the reason whenever I tell, you should also tell full definition. Then you would have told the proper answer at least. If not proper answer, at least you would have not given wrong answer. You will say, I don't know at least, but you will not give wrong answer. What do you mean by method overloading? Method overloading is a process of multiple methods. Nicely you guys have got. Multiple methods having same name, same number of parameters, same type of parameters. However, order of occurrence of parameters should be different. Is it different? It is same. Okay. Which means what I was trying to say is return type anywhere in your method overloading definition. Did I speak anything about return type? Return type will never be checked. Getting my point? Method overloading means these four rules only are applicable. Based on return type, you can never decide method overloading. Getting my point? Here, of course, I am using system.out.print express y. Here, I am using return. So here it will return float. Here it will not return anything because I am not using return statement only. Getting my point? But is it method overloading? If you ask me, no, because it is not following the basic rules only. Forget about other things. Basic rules are only not being followed, and return type does not play any role in your method overloading. Getting my point? Yes, no. Definitely it will give an error. Nothing apart from that. Clear with that? Yes. Again, should I reiterate the definition of method overloading here? I'm feeling so it is needed. Is it needed? But still, you did not give right answer also. That is also there. Screen. Hopefully that slide is only there, I assume. I'm not sure. Here, this is nothing but your so-called definition. What is it? Read there, see and read. Method overloading is a process of having multiple methods with same name, same number of parameters, same type of parameters. However, the order of occurrence of type of parameters should be different. Got it? Yes, no? Next, this one. Okay, this is what the program I have given you, I believe. Same thing I have used. Hopefully, luckily, same thing. Okay. So void add I have taken. Here I am just storing it in C. But here what I am doing? I am storing it in C and then I am returning that C. So which one will get called? I asked you and nicely you guys said me the answer. Above program results in an error as this program 1 results in an error stating that already method add in float exists. Okay, above is the error because return type does not play any role in method overloading. So just saying the definition and stopping is one way, giving justification for virtual polymorphism, and then also put the point by yourself saying that return type does not play any role in method overloading. For that, take one more example and then answering the same thing will be something much more than what is the saying a definition, I believe. Okay. So if you have to do the same thing, or if you want to see the here, so what I'll do, this one I'll remove. Here I'll just call C dot add of 10 comma 10.5 F. I believe all of you know why we will use F. Thank God. You are saying yes, God knows how much you know. See here. Now what I will do, I'll just remove this, return x plus 5, and here I will give it as float. Okay. And next what? Here I'll make this as void, and here I'll not return, rather I'll print this. Okay. So now if I'm calling this 10 and 10.5F, I ask you which one will get called. Which one will get called, guys? No, is there anyone saying first one? Second one or first one? Sorry? So it is an error that will get created. Just a minute. Okay, in float only I have considered. Here, this one normally should be float. Okay. If you check this, in line number 15, it is saying. And for sure, what is that 15 if I ask you? This will be the second time that I'm using it. There are two add methods, right? First one is add with return type. Second one is add without return type. This for sure will be the add without return type. Okay, because what it is saying, method add int float is already defined in class calculator. Means before this line, already it is defined. Where it is defined? Line number 11. Already it is defined. Hence, here you cannot define the same method is what it is saying. Is that clear? Online?
Yes, sir.
So now, what we will do is, How can I give this question? One more question. One more question if I give, I believe all of you can answer. Good that you can answer. So, here you assume that I'll try to give float of I of index float y and double z return x plus y plus z. Double and then and then and then yes. Which one? Others. Ultimately, one or the other will make sure that ten and ten integer, both integers. Sorry. First one, not second one. Second one is integer, no. Thing. You told you can answer, and we are answering, sir. But it is right or not does not matter. But you should think also, no. Hmm? Now one. Sure. This is fifth time you are changing answer, I feel. First time it was first one. Then it was none of this. Then it was error. Sure. Not error then. That I don't know. And see, first they will ask your answer. First you tell one answer. Conditions you cannot put.
The
Final.
screen is black, sir. Can't see, sir.
Sorry?
The screen is black, sir.
We need, okay, I'm so sorry. Sorry? Oh, pata nahi. I'm so sorry. Now it is visible, I guess, online.
Yes, sir.
Here I'm passing 10 and 10. Here it is integer x and integer y. Okay, but double is also there. But here it is int x and float y. But here it is int and int, no? You also told first error only. And now also it is error only. Then great. Others. Sir, anyways, if we say either it will be wrong or right, why should we say? Something like that. At least for saying purpose, you will think something. It's been, quite a long time since then your brain stopped working. At least now, please give some work. Let it work. Yes. हाँ, F तो लिखना पड़ेगा. वो float थोड़ी consider कर रहे हैं. Error है. 6th time. How? 10 will be stored as 10 only. Everyone know the answer. Right answer, everyone. Right. I am only wrong. Okay. So 10 will be stored as 10 only, and the other 10 will be stored as 10.0. Typecasting, you know, right? Yes, sure. Next question. Okay, just wait. So, however, it will add and it will return it. What it will return? 10 and 10.0. So, it will return 20.0. However, in PPT, if you consider, I have considered like 20. Okay, because later you will come back asking that, sir, there you have considered 20, here you have considered 10, sir. Both are different. So, to be on safer side, 20. Here, what will be considered? 20.0, because of which it will return. Return what? Return how much? Thank God, at least you guys know 30.0 will come. 0.0 should be there. Getting it? Any doubt in this? Next one, can you solve? Perfect. Online, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you can see the PPT once and the program as well, execution. Is this the same one? I hope so. Here again. Here I have considered what, if you ask me. Here there is small changes here, nothing big. What I have done, I have considered 10 here, 20.5 F here. Okay. And here it is very easy to decide. Whatever I am displaying in PPT and whatever I have shown in board, two different programs there. Okay. And whatever I am showing in PPT now, it is very easy to decide. Why? For first one, it is int and float. Second one is int, float and double. Obviously, what can be done? For second one extra parameter is needed, which I am not passing. Okay. For first one, anything needed? No, directly it will go to first one. Okay. But whatever I have written on board, that was different. Small, slight changes because typecasting will work. Okay. So, who joined now? Rohit. Okay. So, is this clear now? There itself I have written output will be 30.5 because of first method, not because of second method, as it was expecting three parameters which was not given while calling it. Okay. So, meanwhile, if I want to execute both the programs here, sorry, here. Okay. So, what I was giving int and float here, int and float or double, whatever you give, does not matter. Double type z, x plus y plus z. Okay, here int and float I'm giving. So here 10 and 25 give. If it is returning, what I'll do is, here also I'll not return, here also I'll just print it. Okay, system dot out dot print ln. I'll say first plus x plus y. You know what? Just a minute, I'll see. You will give these kind of answers only in your aptitude. Very first aptitude round, I believe some of you already know there will be some technical code snippets. Small part of code they will give, not complete code like this. Okay. MCQs only, but code snippets we call it as. Okay. Complete code they will not give. This much also they will not give. They will give only that much. And they will give this one statement. Which one will get called? And you will with a lot of efforts. First you will select first one, next second one, next third one, fourth one. Again from beginning you will start do, and finally you will mark something, and you will be very much confident about that. Later you will start complaining that there is partiality that happened. Okay, though we have answered correctly, they did not shortlist us. But what did you answer? Now itself all of you have seen, right? There, here, here. You didn't answer only. Okay, that is also wrong. Okay. So however, if you check the output, which one? My answer at least was right. Hopefully, thank God. And next one at least, can you? Great. This level of energy is what I like. Okay. Sorry. I'm waiting for answers. Oh, I'm disturbance. Okay, online students cannot see, I guess. हम खुद बोल रहे हैं. Just a minute, guys. This is the other question wherein I'm passing 1020. Here, int float is there, but on the other side, float int is there. Your answer or your answer? Already बोल तो दिया. First one. नहीं बोला था. Then I am only by myself feeling that you already told the answer. Because so many times I listen to your answers, no? So I'm feeling that. Others? Error? Wow. If nothing, if you're not finding any proper way to select the answer, then at last directly select error or none of this. Huh. So what? I can store 10 as 10, 20 as 20.0. That I don't know. I just told you that I'll give question. You guys told answer. Give me answer. तुम खुद बताओ. एक मेथड कॉल करेंगे तो दो मेथड कॉल हो सकते हैं. नहीं, ऑप्शन नहीं है. ये डायरेक्ट वन वर्ड आंसर है. खुद से लिखना पड़ेगा. फिल अप द ब्लैंक्स. एमसीक्यू नहीं है. At least come to one conclusion. No. Any one you select, or second one you select, or none of these you select. Something you select. Others? Sorry? Okay. Others? Others? Should I ask each one? Then only you guys will answer. Then? अभी तो सोच रहे हो.
The first
Which
one,
one,
sir.
madam?
The first one.
None of this. None of this मतलब कुछ तो आना चाहिए ना. जो भी आएगा कंसोल में आएगा. एग्जीक्यूशन का बात हो रहा है तो मतलब if you are speaking about execution, okay, none of these. But with respect to output, definitely we will get an error. Output we will not get. हाँ वही बोला. क्या output आता है बताओ. क्या error आएगा. एरर वही क्या, एरर का भी कुछ नाम होता है ना. No. Because method already exists. For saying that, please be careful. I have given it in such a way, it is following method overloading now. Because method names are same, fine. Two parameters, that is also fine. And then int float, float int, that is also fine. But order of occurrence, if you check, first one is int, second one is float. But here, first one is float, second one is int. So method overloading, it is appropriate. I mean, it is properly following that. But which one will work if you ask me? None of them will work. Why? All those who said first one, don't be so smart. Okay, if you said none of this also, don't be too smart. You don't know the reason also. Okay. Answer is correct. Here, 10 and 20 if you are passing, okay, it will come here. 10 can we store here? Quite obvious, yes. 10 can be stored in integer. 20 can I store it in float? Quite obvious, yes, as 20.0, whatever I have written here. In a similar way, come to this one. 10 can I store it in float? Obviously as 10.0. Can I store 20 in int? Yes, as 20 directly. Okay. So now, on what basis did you decide first one? First come, first serve. Huh? Will it work that way in your compiler? No. It will not decide based on that. They should be exact one particular match only should be found. Okay. But for doing this operation, how many matches are being found? 2. So it will not select none of these. I mean any of these, and it will give you an error saying that ambiguous, methods found or ambiguous mapping found, something like that. Ultimately, it will use something term called ambiguous. Okay. So none of these are the answers. So be careful with these types of questions. What do you think? They will just ask you definition in your interview. You guys think in your interview they will just ask definition? If that is the case, there are many people who are good at by-hearting. They will just by-heart the things, done. Then what? If by-hearting is only the solution, everyone will by-heart. Not that way, it will not work. Please be careful. So here, what did I do? First one is in float. In second one, 3 parameters I don't really want. First one should be float, and then this one I should remove. In float, second one, 1020, done. Now we check. A reference to add is ambiguous. Means what? From here, whatever you are calling, it was supposed to find only one. Means at the end, after following method overloading also, it should be able to find only one. But how many are found? 2. That is the reason it is saying it is ambiguous. Clear? And if I have to show it in PPT, hope it is included. And here, what I have given, if output will be an error because if multiple methods are promoting numeric type promotion. I believe all of you know numeric type promotion means what? No?
No, sir.
Can I store byte in chart? Can I store byte type value in chart? Yes, short in int, int in long, long in float. Think and answer. Long is of 8 bytes. Can we store? I don't want that. Can we store or not? First thing is there is a problem of size. One is of 8 bytes, you are trying to store in 4 bytes. Is it possible or not? Direct I'm asking. It is yes. What is the what we call that as? Sorry? No, I'm not speaking about that. That IEEE based to format. Was it given in your data type? What is the what was the format that will be used for your integer data type? Number type data. For that, what is the format that will be used? Base 2. For float or double? Triple E. Okay, IEEE format will be used. So sometimes if you try to download any videos from your internet, what they will give? Different options they will give. If you have checked in your Android or in your laptop, you would have seen MP4 will be there, Ultra HD will be there, HD will be there, and 3GP. That is like too old. However, that is also there, right? As and when format will change, what is going to happen? Size either increases or decreases. Okay, though long is of 8 bytes, okay, and float is of 4 bytes, still you can store because of one reason, that is the formats are different. For long it is 8 bytes and base 2, but for float it is IEEE and 4 bytes. As the formats are different, even though size is greater, still you can store it in float. Okay, so that is what do you mean by numeric type promotion. Okay, you are trying to store 10 and 20, but multiple methods are found where it is possible to type promote, means typecasting is possible and you can store it. As multiple methods are found with the typecasting, you will not be able to store in any of this and execute those methods. Clear? And I think that is all for this one. One more thing I wanted to ask. Just a minute. Which is the question? Did I ask you all the questions? Ten 20, if I give, did I give int float and int float double? Two methods, one with int float, second one is int float double. Int double I have given. Int float double if I give also, which one you will select? Here I will give it as 10, 20, same thing. Here I will give int float. This is same.
The
But
skin
here-
not visible, sir. Here 10 and 20 I'll pass. Here I'll give int and float only. Here I'll give int, float, double. Here 10 and 20. Which one? It is quite simple. Already, anyways, it was more or less done. So if I have to discuss, before I wind it up, I can proceed with new concept, but new concept altogether will, I mean, starting off that new topic only will take somewhere around 40 minutes. Hope so. So I don't want to do it now. I'll do it hopefully by tomorrow. As usual, 8 o'clock. Please try to be on time. Or otherwise, at least join from online, keep listening and keep on. Okay, that you can do. Because later, if you try to say, I have to admit. If I know, I'll admit. If I don't know, I'll not admit. Okay. Again, I'm telling. However, keeping all that aside, just to recollect, strings, are you guys able to remember? Should I reiterate it again? In just hardly it will take 2 to 3 minutes if you want. If you are able to, great. Strings definition. How many points you'll keep it? Altogether 5, but that C and Java, it will become as 1 if you consider. If you consider it as 2, it will become 5. Okay. Strings definition, collection of characters, and then double quotes, and then in Java, not terminated with null. In C, terminated with null, and at last, objects. I have written that. Here, this position only I have written. Okay. Next, types. Immutable, mutable. Example, and its inbuilt classes. For immutable, it is string builder, string, and for mutable, string builder and string buffer. Done. And then different ways of comparison. Dot equals equal to operator compared to equals ignore case. Okay. You should also know the functionality of each one. Okay. Running out of time. Next, different ways of creating immutable string. With new keyword, without new keyword. Without new keyword, constant full. With new keyword, non-constant full. To explain that what is the specialty of each one, upper part, duplicates are not allowed. Below, duplicates are allowed. And very first program, without new keyword. String S1 Rama, Rama. You will use dot equal to operator. Second one, with new keyword. Third one, S1 plus S2, store it in S3, S1 plus S2, store it in S4. And check for dot equal to operator. Okay, and then S1 plus Sita, Rama plus S2. And then Rama Sita. That is done. And then equals ignore case. For that one program was there. Capital Rama, small Rama. And then compare two method. It will return integer as a output if it is equal. If first one is greater, then it will return positive. If second one is greater, then it will return negative. That is done. Next. That is already done. First, I started with that only. Next. No. Concat. Before moving to mutable, just think why you should move to mutable. For showing that, I have shown one program. I want to move to mutable strings. But for moving to mutable strings, what is the problem in immutable? I want to show, right? So I'll keep one program. Just use concat. It should have been concatenated, but it will not concat and it will give the same output as Sita itself. But I will try to do it as Sita Ravana. It will not. So I'll try to move to mutable strings. In mutable strings, what I'll do? I'll try to use string buffer and I'll try to use those two methods, capacity as well as length, and I'll try to keep using the method called append and I'll keep on adding the values. First time Sachin space, next is a great fragment, next is from India. Done. Okay, with example, respective value should be there. And then string builder, same thing. And at the same time, if I go towards difference among these two, first one for this one, first side I'm putting string buffer, second side I'm putting string builder. Very first one is two similarities. The similarities will be there. What are those two similarities? 1616 used for mutable string creation, and then differences. From there, it starts with differences. What is the first one? Race condition does not occur, so it is thread safe. On the other side, race condition occurs, so it is not thread safe. It is less. This side. It is less efficient, more efficient. It is slow. This side it is fast. It is more efficient, and here multi-threading will occur, and race condition also will occur, because of which it is fast. But this side it is slow. And for demonstrating that, I have considered one program as well. What is that? System dot current time millis. You take that in one variable called of type long, because it will return it in long type data, and at the end time minus start time, so that you will get a positive number, which is taking more time, which is faster, which is slower. Easily you can demonstrate. Obviously, this side it is slow, this side it is fast. Is that clear? Okay, that completes your inbuilt methods. Does not make sense, but still, two uppercase, two lowercase. You check the sequence. Two uppercase, two lowercase, and three important methods that I discussed in your programming class. That is character add, to char array, and length. 5 methods are done, and starts with, ends with, contains. Okay, for contains 3 types I have done, and index of, and then substring. I think more or less everything is covered. That completes your string, and then I have started with value type assignment and anything else. What you guys are saying? Same thing I am also saying, no? Value type assignment and reference type assignment. Value type assignment is nothing but copying a value from one variable to another variable. Reference type assignment means copying an address from one reference variable to another reference variable. And then next is methods. Okay, local and instance variables. How many points I have given? 5 points I have given. What are those? First one, definition. First, I'll speak instance variables, local variables. I'll not speak at all. Okay, very first point. Instance variables are those variables which are present inside the class directly, outside the method. Okay, and the other one is inside the class, inside the method. Okay, and instance variables allocation, where it will be allocated with spaces. Instance variables will be inside the heap segment, whereas local stack. And then instance variables will not be will be initialized to default value. We can use instance variables without initializing it. We cannot use it. Should be done by programmer himself. Before using it, it should be initialized to default values and deallocation. When instance variables will be deallocated, when it becomes as a garbage object, that object will be collected by garbage collector and deallocate the memory. On other side, control leaves the method, respective activation record will get deleted. Meanwhile, all the things inside those will also be deleted. Done. Next. 5 points. 5 points are done, and then comes your types of methods. In that 4 types are there. And again, I believe all of you understood what are the when we say signature of a method, what all things will be considered or what all things you should know. That is, output will be there, and method name will be there, and input will be there. These 3 together, we call it as signature. Okay, body you ignore, only first 3 part we call it as signature. Okay, and then what else I was speaking? In this, whenever control enters any method, activation record means copy of that method, where it will be created on top of the stack, and based on who is on top of the stack, the control will go inside and execute respective method. And then whenever control leaves, activation record will be deleted and leaving the place where it will go, from where it came, there only it will go. That's it, I guess, more or less. 4 types are there, but you should go through that. Should I go through each and every program here? This is much more than what I can do. This revision is not really a part of class. This should have been done by you people, but I know to what extent you are doing. So I am doing it, unfortunately. Okay, and then method overloading. First, try to understand the flow. You understood method overloading. Why? The flow was in such a way. Okay, first I considered it in C. In C, what is the problem? We cannot have same name. So we will start having different names like add 1, add 2, add 3, add 4, add 5, add 6, like that it will continue. But later, what is the problem? It is quite difficult to remember which method is for adding which type of numbers. So what we will do in C++, they have brought up new feature that is called as method overloading. What do you mean by that? Multiple methods can have same name, but definitely there is certain rules that you have to follow. What is that? Multiple methods can have same name, same number of parameters also, same type of parameters also, but however, there is one mandatory condition that order of occurrence of type of parameters should be different. Okay, if you don't add that point, the entire method overloading definition will go wrong. The last point, if you don't add, the entire definition will go wrong. Then what else? We also call method overloading as virtual polymorphism, because the developer of main method will think that one single method is doing or adding all the numbers or doing all the tasks, but in reality it is false or not true. Okay, and in method overloading, what is not considered? Return type does not play any role in method overloading. Okay, for considering method overloading, return type will never be checked. Okay, next what? I have given the very first program wherein, first year int and int I have passed, and there int float I have passed, int float. Which one will call? First one. Though second one int and int is there, but 3 parameters it is expecting. But for first one, 2 parameters only. Typecasting will definitely work and you can store it in first one. Clear? Next. Second one is int float, floating, this one. Okay. No, not this one. Before this, I have done one more, I guess. 3 parameters. And it will be there in PPT. You can see it. However, all the programs are also clear, I believe. Okay. So please make sure that all of you work on this. Okay. However, if you have not registered in that given link, please do it hopefully before 2 o'clock, because those email IDs only will get the access to whatever recordings. I'll try to maintain one sheet. Whatever recordings are there, I'll put it in one sheet from the day I have started. And beside that, I will try to mention the topic name. Getting it? In Excel sheet access you will get. Okay, in that what will be there? One day, date will be there, day will be there. At least try to mention the date. Okay, so that if you miss some day, you will get to know which day and respective, recording you can directly watch. Else you should click first one, check. No, it is not there. Second one, check, not there. Rather than doing that, mention the date in your notes. It will hardly take 1 second, 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, and recording will be there as well as topic name will be there beside that. I'll try to do that based on how much of time I can get. However, any more doubts? No? I think I can wind it up. Thank you, everyone. See, of course, I have told till 11, but sharp till 11 o'clock, not possible because of a few reasons. But however, at least compared to every other day, rather than 2 hours, at least I got somewhere around 2.5, I can say. Beginning 10 minutes you ignore, last 10 minutes you ignore, now 10 minutes. Half an hour has been ignored. If I leave that also, at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes extra I got, one complete topic has been finished. Okay, tomorrow 3 hours I'll get. I'll try to finish your encapsulation. Or otherwise static. Static if I start, I don't think I can cover in 1 day because it takes at least 3.5 hours. I hope so. Static keyword. Nahi hua hai. Hua hai na? So static keyword we will discuss tomorrow. Just to inform you, what do you mean by static keyword? Okay, static variable means what? Not you. On your, you can tell. Tell. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But that I got. My question is, when should I opt for instance variable? When should I make that static variable? When should I opt for instance variable? When should I opt for static variable? Instance variable will not be a static variable, but static variable will also be an instance variable. My question is, when to opt for which one? Definitely there should be some reason, right? Whenever I want, I cannot opt for static. Whenever I want, I cannot opt for instance. But at least instance, whenever you want, you can opt for it. But static, whenever you want, you cannot opt for it. Because there is certain things that you should know that anyways you will get to know tomorrow. Okay. If you want to know that, attend tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you so much.